Ever since I fell in love with the PlayStation 2, Sony has been my favourite gaming console manufacturer out there. And for all their good things they've done throughout the years, as many are pointing out, quite recently Sony have been dropping the ball way too many times. From trying to, trademark certain words, to just not enable quite small mistakes in some areas, such as not enabling HDCP when they launched the PS4. Some of the games that have been released, such as Drive Club, which were a massive letdown. Obviously No Man's Sky recently being one of the biggest letdowns in recent memory. There has been a lot of mistakes that Sony are doing, and mostly due to old, outdated policies in their company, and because a lot of smaller companies out there in the world can change very quickly. They can keep moving with the times. Big dinosaurs such as Sony are much slower in this area, and it's quite painful to be sat on this side of the fence hoping that they don't mess it up too badly, because at the moment, as everyone knows, Sony and PlayStation 4 have a massive market share when it comes to the gaming console sector. And it's not that I'm fussed about whichever way it swings, because at the end of the day, as long as there's good, strong competition out there, as long as there's another console pushing the other side, trying to make sure that the other side is offering you a good deal and not just ripping you off. And Sony hasn't done that good a job in the recent time. It's not been good at all. PS4 was a long, slow starter, very slow starter. The original games that came out for it were just pretty look at me games and nothing to them. And then nothing really happened for a very long time. There's nothing to do. And just with the creeping stuff like microtransactions into gaming, that just makes it less appealing as well. And what with them now saying, apparently that according to Sony being the issue here, that they couldn't get mods for Fallout 4 on PS4. Now considering that the Xbox has it, PC has it, why Sony thinks we shouldn't have it, I don't really know. There are other things that their policies do block and interrupt as well, such as how long it takes for a game to get the green light to be sold for the PlayStation 4. You have many different loops to jump through to get processed and to get verified and certified to be released for the PS4. There are lots of red tape issues, and it's never been that great. I mean, as far as it's dealing with the community and being warm to the gamers out there and to the fan base and to the user base, Sony have been excellent over the last couple of years, I've already said. So this is hopefully just a short-term thing. But there are other issues that are out there that some people never really mention. Like, I can't be 100% sure on this, but I've heard from many different streamers who have had warnings from Sony, mainly along the lines of be careful what you speak. And quite weirdly, when they got that message, it was during a little conversation about the then Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, David Cameron. So just little small things everywhere. Sony are very intolerant in a lot of areas, and it's very hard to deal with sometimes because it's such a lovely company, and then to be having such a cold shoulder so often, and to have these weird decisions, especially to stop a game allowing to use different mods when already another console, their competitor, the Xbox side on Microsoft, have already said, yeah, it's no problem, they're fine, they're running mods, no problem. Yeah, and what with the new console release, that's just rather weird as well. And some of them aren't making complete total sense neither. Sony, whatever's going on over there, sort yourself out, chaps, okay, chapettes. The point is about this Let's Rant series that sometimes people don't really tend to recognise, is that a lot of ranting, a lot of anger and a lot of saltiness tends to come from loving something. Like I said at the start of this episode on the introduction, PlayStation 2 made me fall in love with gaming more than any other console. It really dragged me in. And to see that same maker, that same manufacturer, making these rookie mistakes in some ways, very obvious mistakes, and it's just hopefully things change. This is a very short Let's Rant, I do apologise, but there's already plenty of information out there about these current subjects, so I don't want to waste your time. I just want to point out that Sony has had a good past, and recently there is some weird things going on at Sony HQ. I don't know what's going on over there, what they're drinking or what they're smoking, but yeah, it's a shame. Here's hoping that Sony come round and give us something with the other hand and say here's a present for us falling flat on our face so many times recently. I'll see you in the next video. For now, goodbye.